ready to go to our piece. This piece starts out at 108. The first measure includes a 9-stroke roll. So that's the beat 2 is the 9-stroke roll. And notice your sticking. In this you have a paradiddle on beat 4. So it's left, right, left, left. So we have accents, 9-stroke roll, and then 3-anda is right, left, right with a paradiddle on 4. So you want to break this down and start with beats 1 and 2. Okay, beats 1 and 2, and then I released on 3. 1 and 2-anda 3. Now you're going to take the roll down a little bit because we have accented note, and then take the dynamic lower, softer. And then we come to 3-anda 4-anda, which you need to isolate by itself and slow it down. 3-anda 4-anda 1. Making sure that your anda 4-anda is softer. Okay. So we put all that together, we have this 1 and 2-anda, 3-anda, 4-anda 1, 2, here it is. And that's how measure 1 sounds. Then we go to measure 2. Notice your sticking is different. You have right, right, left, flam, left, paradiddle on 3, and then 4-anda. Now on 4-anda, it's setting you up to do a double right, which needs to change because it's going to be difficult to play right, 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 3 of them in a row. So we're going to change the 4-anda to a left, right, left. So it's 4-anda is going to be left, right, left. Okay, that's how that is. So measure 2 sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3-anda 4-anda 1. Here it is again with the sticking. Ready, and. Measure 1 and 2 together. 2, ready, and. Then we have measure 3. So notice that we're practicing this one measure at a time. I do not encourage you to play all the way through it. I encourage you to perfect each measure the way that it looks with the accents and the dynamics, all of those types of things, the flams, the stickings, all of that needs to be perfected one measure at a time. So when we go to measure 3, we have 1-anda, E-and is where we play. So it's 1-anda, E-and 3, rest on 4. And we'll play the exact sticking. 2, ready, and. Again, 2, ready, and. And notice I'm taking the notes down softer that are not accented. So then we put measure 1, 2, and 3 together with all the stickings. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. And then we come to a 17-stroke roll, which is 1-anda, 2-anda, downbeat, or the release of the roll on count 3. So that roll sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, and. 1-anda, 2-anda, 3. 1-anda, 2-anda, 3. Now the trick to that roll is to get it smooth is to pump your arms, let those notes, sticks bounce, okay? They're gonna do like a triple bounce. And you want to pump your arms, get it going, 1-anda, 2-anda, 3, and that'll make it sound really smooth. So work at that, and then you have a regular 3-anda 4. So the whole measure, measure 4, 1, 2, ready, and 2, again, go. And then we have the whole first line we would go back and do. And then add your next line, measure 5, isolate it. It's going to be softer, mezzo piano. Okay, do the sticking that's written. And then we add next measure, last line, or second line, last measure, 5-stroke rolls. And then you have a 7-stroke roll on count 3, E and A. Okay, so all of that sounds this way. 1 and 2 and ready, go. 1, 2, one more time, go. Okay, so from the beginning, I'll do all of that. 1, 2, beginning, and. Then we have measure 8. These rolls, you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so they're 13-stroke rolls. Those two rolls are 13-stroke rolls. Okay, so they sound like this. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1. That's the skeleton, or what the sticks are doing. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a. Let's play the skeleton again. Ready? Go. Now I'm going to add the roll a little bit quicker. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1, 2 with the roll, go. That's how that sounds. And then your stick click, you want to make sure you don't go up too high because you have to get back down to play the drum. So you keep it about right here. Make sure each note sounds like it's decrescendoing, getting softer. Now, I didn't play paradiddles, so I'm going to go back and add paradiddles. And notice your sticks, they cannot accent on this, so you cannot go. That's not how it's supposed to sound. It's supposed to sound really even. So try not to accent in that paradiddle measure. So you want it as even as possible. With big accents at the end. Okay, so the entire thing sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, and. And there it